Welcome back, everyone, to another live stream here at the SlabStox YouTube channel on the PWCC weekly auction. Tonight is a Thursday, and it's not 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time. It is 6 p.m. Eastern Time, at the same time as we do our Monday SlabStox lives. You might be wondering, why the heck are you going live right now and not on Sunday? Well, that very reason is none other than it is Christmas on Sunday, and we are looking forward to celebrating Christmas with our families. And, of course, have our bids in early and have some cards even up for sale, honestly, which are doing pretty well right now. On Christmas, but we're just gonna knock out the live stream today on Thursday as a preview episode instead. This is very much a one-off type of deal right now, but figure why not? We'll see how it goes. We'll see who pops in. Anyone that comes throughout tonight's stream, welcome along, and feel free to drop any comments along the way. But for the plan for tonight, we will be looking at 4D different cards and talking about them and why they are unique in our opinion. I'll give a little bit of my insight. Nate will give some of his, and let's go back and forth. If anyone has any thoughts, feel free to jump in and drop some comments along the way. So, Nate, welcome and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, and excited to check out a little preview here of the PWCC auction.
Yeah, so
I always preview the Bowman Chrome cards, so it'll be nice to preview other cards as well.
Right. So we got the top 40 here, 40 different favorited items, and we'll bring up each card for a very small period of time, some longer than others, but I'll mention some sales values for some of them, not all of them as well. This one, Nate, I don't really need your opinion as much as me just sharing, so I put this one in here because, honestly, Nate, this is one of the coolest images I've ever seen on a card. Look at that. Kobe flying, 2000 Stadium Club, PSA 10, Shaq behind him. Looks awesome.
Pretty cool.
It's not very expensive, but it's a sick card. $46 if you want to find that. Of course, on the PWCC weekly auction, you can type it in. Now, Nate, why did you think I put this card here as one of the most unique cards in the auction? Is it Deshaun Watson from 2017 Spectra?
Is it because of the white ink in the white box?
That's exactly why. Who chooses white ink to sign on a white box?
I actually kind of like it.
It's interesting. Okay, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's very unique. Okay, that's what we're doing, picking unique cards. And yeah, there's a white pen signature on the background that's white, the pulsar. Interesting card, and Browns aren't doing too well right now, I think, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. We've talked about that a little bit in the past. And what's up, Mike Brown? How are we doing? I am doing well myself. Now, this one right here is a 2017 OPG Platinum Sidney Crosby printing plate. I don't know how you feel about printing plates, Nate. Of course, they're one of ones, it says on the back, but there's 4 different printing plates per card that they make like that for the 4 different colors. Cyan, magenta, they got the black and white or whatever. I can't remember the other one's like a yellow, whatever they call the yellow one. Maybe it's just yellow. Either way, I kind of like it. Not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool when you can actually distinctly see the player on it. What do you think?
It looks like a negative from Topps Chrome, which I like those cards. As for printing plates, like, I'm not huge on them, but I'm gonna say the same thing I say every single time I'm not huge on a card. If I pulled it, I'd be thrilled.
I love it. We should make it a catchphrase, like a T-shirt for you or something like that. That'd be funny. Now, I don't think you'd mind owning this one of one. So this is an actual one of one, not a printing plate. This is a triple patch here. I believe game use. Yep, game use of Carl Yastrzemski here.
Sweet.
3 different patch windows, 2 color patches. PSA 6 from 2006. Nate, what do you think about this card when you see it?
Well, want to be Mike Yastrzemski, first of all. But number 2, I love stuff like this. You know, the modern day like game use stuff from vets that the game used materials are probably scarce by this time of life. And so anytime you can get something like this, and especially if it's not uber expensive, because a lot of times this stuff isn't like uber expensive, you get a piece of history, especially if you're a Red Sox fan. That's awesome. Like, I'd love to have stuff like that from Hank Aaron or Robin Yount or Paul Mullet or anybody.
I agree. It's at $68 right now, and I did some research. So, when was the last time that one of one sold? Sold in 2009 as a raw card for $203. 2009 was the last time it was publicly seen, Nate. That's a long time ago.
It's crazy.
13 years ago. Now, this one, I'm not really sure what's in. What
is that?
So this is a 2002 Panini Super Mario Limited
2022.
Edition. Sorry, 2022. Thank you. Panini Super Mario limited edition. It's like a cracked ice PSA 10. Now this looks super similar to how they made Fortnite cards, like extremely similar. And I have not seen any of these packs anywhere. Have you, Nate?
No, I haven't.
So
I
I don't
only
know.
ever see Pokemon. I don't even see Fortnite anymore. I see Pokemon and Magic and whatever random sport is out, but never that or Fortnite.
The back of the art's super cool, and of course, the new Super Mario movie is coming out. I think early 2023 with Chris Pratt, and this is at $80 as PSA 10 already. A PSA 9 this card sold for $66. It's pretty sick. It's a modern card, though. I know not everyone loves new printed cards of stuff you can get for a while back, but it's pretty cool nonetheless.
Hey, real quick, shout out to Philly Card Shark in the house, and he said Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Talk about the Kevin Durant rookie card where he's wearing a Santa hat. That seems too out there for Kevin Durant to ever have done something where he puts himself out there even as little as wearing a Santa hat.
It's in like a rookie premiere photo shoot. He's got like a green and yellow supersonic Santa hat on from Upper Deck.
I don't think I've ever seen the card.
It's called Santa Hat Rookies. Look it up if you're wondering what it looks like. Next up on the list, had to include a one of one, even if it's a modern one of one, mostly because pretty crazy patch here. It's Kyle Trask. It's from XR and has the BU from Bucks or Buccaneers.
That's QB of the future next year, Kyle Trask to you.
What do you think's going to happen? Tom Brady retiring now for good?
No, I heard that there's Tom Brady, if he decides to extend his career, he's not going back to the Buccaneers. So.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Future of the Buccaneers, Nate says. Kyle Trask.
And I'm totally tongue in cheek there. I don't know what's going to happen, but I
guess Graham Mertz officially transferred to Florida. So.
Oh, wow.
I feel bad for any of Florida fans. Next up on the list, this is Jerome Iginla. This is a 2003 Premier Collection Signatures Auto PSA 10. The real reason why I include this is I know not everyone knows who this is, especially if you're not a hockey fan, but he's a really good hockey player. So you say specifically you?
Yeah. No.
Well, all I gotta say is a thick card with a black bottom edge with multiple different colors on the back and the front, getting a PSA 10. That is very difficult to do, and that definitely lands us on the top 40 most unique cards in this auction, in my opinion, and a nice silver ink on-card auto as well. Looks pretty cool, too.
Yeah, it's a very cool card. I just wish I knew who the guy was.
Well, look up a highlight tape after this. Top Sterling 2022. This is Joey Vazzo. This is a letter patch. Nate, how do you dig the one-of-one letter patches when they're actually game used?
I do like them. I find the one-of-one thing to be a bit absurd. Like if there's a one-of-one V and a one-of-one O and a one-of-one T and a one-of-one T or a one-of-two T, and then
you'd rather see it be like 1 out of 5 for a Votto name?
Yeah, whatever their name length is, be it 1 out of 7, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 8, whatever.
So I think that they did that with Immaculate 2013, like when Giannis had his spell cards or whatever. They should have been out of 13, I think. His last name. Yeah, they did. They numbered out of 13.
So yeah, I like that.
Immaculate did do that in 2013. And I also like it because like the number, A is the 1 and the O is the 13, which is pretty cool. As it really does line up then. It's not as random of the manufacturer, maybe as we see with some other cards.
Real quick, Joey Votto got an Instagram this past season.
Yeah.
First time in his career. Very funny to follow along with because he's just like a regular dude doing regular dude things.
So, Nate, you probably don't know this, but Sebastian Vettel never had social media. The SMR driver who used to race for Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
He got an Instagram account. Everyone going nuts starts following him. His very first post is a video of him announcing his retirement.
I like it.
Legend. All right, next up, we've got the Joey Gallo. This is a 2012 Bowman Chrome Orange Auto, number out 25, BGS 10 with the 10 auto. Dude, this card was huge back in the day. I mean, back when 2012 Bowman Chrome was kind of, the prospects would be making their way towards the MLB. This was a massive, massive card. It's 130 right now. He just signed with the Twins, right, Nate?
Mm-hmm.
So he just signs with the Twins. But one of the reasons why I have this as one of the most unique cards in this auction, I don't know if anyone's ever seen this. Nate, you might have. One of the 25 copies got destroyed by a dog, and then got graded a 1, I think. So not only is this a BGS 10, but it's a BGS 10 in a 25 card print run. That one of them, I think, is a BGS 1 with the 10 autos. So I don't know if it's a 10 auto.
Hey, real quick side story here. Fun fact: back in the day, the Brewers drafted Mitch Haniger. With hindsight, in the second round, but first round thing between the first and second round,
Sure,
the
yeah, yeah,
top,
yeah.
yeah. So they drafted Mitch Haniger. With hindsight, I was always like salty because Joey Gallo went like 2 picks later. You fast forward till today, and Joey Gallo is signing for significantly less than Mitch Haniger signed for with the Giants. He signed for with the Twins. So it's kind of funny how it all played out because at the time I was like, I much rather have Joey Gallo. And now this year, even though Mitch Haniger has been injured, I'd rather have Haniger.
Yeah, I mean, Joey Gallo strikes out more than he gets hits, right, or something like that. It's
Correct.
some crazy
By
stat.
a significant margin.
Yeah, like a massive margin. What's up, Gabriel? Good to see you here on this Thursday. All right, moving on. Next card up is a 2016. This is a Donruss Maradona. Beautiful game, numbered out 25, PSA 10. I am very surprised this is a PSA 10 population too. I don't know if anyone's ever graded die cuts or bought die cuts or looked at the back of die cuts, but the amount of times that when people sleeve these cards, the die cut edges can get caught on sleeves and peel them and stuff like that. To have this card from 2016 get a PSA 10 is quite special.
Especially a paper-based card for Donruss
Yeah.
as opposed to, an optic like die cut or something.
Yep. Or like a Topps
Prism die
Chrome
cut.
die cut type of thing. So quite impressive, great, very impressive card. Really nice looking in. Nice card given Argentina's won their third World Cup ever, first since Maradona did in '86 in Mexico. Next card up is one of Nate's favorite players of all time, Barry Sanders. Here we go. 1998, the year I was born, Contenders, Gold at 25, PSA 7. Now, I have never seen really these 98 ticket, non-autos before. The Peyton Manning's guys auto from this year. I don't look at like mid 90s football a whole lot, so excuse me if they pop up more often than I think. And they probably do because I looked right now and this exact same card, PSA 7 out of 25, sold twice in the last 2 years now or 3 years. Once a month and a half ago for $500 or a month ago. It's the same as that card, I think. And then once in October 26, 2020, so close to Nate and Barry's. No, not Barry Sanders was born in Wichita, right? Is that
Yeah. We share a birthplace.
Right. I can't remember all of them because you mentioned so many people who share names and birthplaces. It's just too much.
Well, me, Barry Sanders, Gail Sayers. Not only are we all excellent NFL running backs, but we are also all born in Wichita, Kansas.
There you go. A lot of relation going on there. So for 500 this year, 394 in 2020. We'll see what it does. It's at 175 right now. If you want to get a Barry Sanders card, not a bad one to get. It looks awesome, and it's from the 90s. Next up, this one is kind of funny in my mind, which is why I included it. You've got the NBA apprentice rookies, and from left to right, you're looking at James Harden, one of the best players in the modern NBA. I don't really like him a whole lot. Stephen Curry, one of the top two players in the modern game. And then you have Chase Budinger at the very end of the list there. The NBA apprentice trio, Nate.
Amazing. I mean, that's a card that Chase Budinger should buy.
He should.
Like, imagine showing your kids one day that you were on a card at one point with Steph Curry and James Harden.
I bet you he has a connection that he could get signed by the other two guys too.
That'd be amazing.
Wouldn't that be? I remember when he was in the dunk contest for the Rockets, I think, and then he also he ended up on the Timberwolves, I think, the year after that or something like that. And I saw him play a couple of times, but just a crazy card. Number out of 10, rookie patch trio at 180 right now.
Also, I love that his patch is the most boring patch on the card.
Yeah, it kind of just goes to show how the careers went. All right, Nate, tell me why this Christian Pulisic booklet is one of the most unique cards in this auction.
Is it because the one booklet side has a full giant auto on it?
No. Dude, I don't know if I've ever seen booklet grade or 9.5.
Oh.
Like a gem mint grade on booklet. I don't know if I've ever seen it. Normally I see like 8s, 8.5s, 9s at best.
To be fair, I didn't even see the grade because the booklet, the thing was so big I couldn't even look up that high.
Your eyes didn't move up that much?
Yeah.
You had to look up to the sky probably at that point. But yeah, so we got a Pulisic 9.5 booklet, 195 right now. After that, this is kind of a tough scene. Davis Mills, NFL Shield 1/1 on card auto. Super nice card. Just like looks great, but just a tough time to be selling it after the Texans have been terrible and he hasn't done much. I mean, hard to right like NFL so situational. Imagine if he lands on like I don't know, the 49ers instead of the Texans, Not that he would have landed at 49ers, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, it's both a tough time because cards were so much more expensive of his at the start of the season, but also the writing is on the wall. They are pretty much guaranteed the number one pick in the draft next year as long as they lose like one more game. Um and or maybe two more games. And they're definitely drafting a QB number one.
Yeah.
So Davis
Bryce
Mills,
Young, potentially.
yeah, his time as a starter for the Texans is over.
Definitely. Mike Brown does have a Stephon Diggs booklet, all grade BGS 9.5. Well, there we go. That's the second one that I've now heard of in the last couple of minutes. Next up, we've got a 2007 Peyton Manning, Steve Young, Joe Montana. This card looks fantastic. Look at that high-res video right there on the left. This is a triple auto, triple jersey. It says SB MVP, numbered out of 18. You can see here on the NBA authentication condition report, it's got two little yellows on the back, which doesn't seem too bad for a card from 2007. That's been raw this whole time. Nothing on the front. It is a spectacular looking card, like super nice. And
the way the foil is getting hit by the light in that picture makes it look like it's pink and neon yellow.
Yeah, but funny is it's not. It's just like full rainbow, really. But I thought the same as you until I saw this video right now.
Yep.
But this card, I tell you,
Can
it hasn't
on that a little bit.
Time. What?
Can you click on one of those pictures so I can see a little bit better?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, click on this one. There it is.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
Looks very nice. It's numbered out of 18, and this one last sold in 2016, I believe, for $340, which is obviously a while ago. It's definitely going to pass that. It's already passed that after the buyer's premium. Super nice card there. For hockey fans, if you are looking for a rare one of Sidney Crosby, the plate is available, but also the Emerald Surge PSA 10. Emerald Surges in hockey platinum are numbered out of 10. It is not similar to any other sport. I really have not seen like a green wave number out of 10, I think, in any product ever. So kind of a unique one there for platinum. And
then get your start on the rainbow this week.
Right, exactly. You can get two of the however many cards that there are. I've never actually seen these before, or I haven't paid attention enough to see these. When I think of Beam Team, myself and many are probably going to think of the 92 Beam Team for Shaq's rookie or the new soccer ones. This is a Beam Team from 2000 Stadium Club of Kobe. It is like multiple times over, die cutted around the side, and then also on the right side as well. Just a really unique looking card, numbered out of 500. So
what do the corners get?
Corners got 9.5. That's really good. Wow. I know, it's 0.5 away from a BGS 9.5. So it's a very cool card, and just one that maybe it's just because I don't pay attention to that category a whole lot. I'm sure, mid 2000s and 90s basketball collectors for sure would know what that is, but just one I really haven't seen a whole lot of in the past. Nate, I know you love this card. I can't really stand Chris Paul's little antics, but I cannot deny how nice this jumbo prime patch looks in this silhouette.
Dude, the silhouette cards from Crown Royal are some of the best RPAs, if not like the best looking RPAs that exist. Or not technically a rookie, but you get my point.
It could be though. Like you could have gotten Anthony Davis or like Giannis from 2013. So
correct. So and they look amazing. And Chris Paul, I get that a lot of people don't like him. I like him. I think he's one of the best point guards of all time. And that patch behind him.
I also, okay, first of all, I agree is one of the best point guards of all time. Not denying that. I do like how it's got the throwback Hornets jerseys and colors on here too. I think this makes it look like super unique, I guess, to me. Like, you don't really see Chris Paul cards like this, I guess.
What's funny to me is that that's old enough where, like, if you get like, we're talking 2011, that's 11 years ago. You get a 16-year-old kid nowadays. He was 5 back then. And, for his entire life of knowing the NBA, the Hornets have been in Charlotte and the Pelicans have been in New Orleans. And yet here is a Chris Paul Hornets jersey from New Orleans.
I know. It's crazy. Next up, the man himself, Kylian Mbappe. I watched with my dad, Papa Slab, a top 15 goals from the 2022 World Cup last night on YouTube. Nate, I don't know about you. They put Mbappe's goal at number 3. It should have been number 1 by far. The one in the 83rd.
When the 81st minute when he had the ball that didn't even touch the ground before he kicked it in?
Yeah. Not the penalty kick. The one where he actually, open play goal. They had it number 3. They had
Who's number 2 and
Richarlison at
1?
number 1 with his, pop in there scissor kick, which is understandable. It's
Yeah,
really
how could
cool.
that not be number 1?
I know. But as big of a Messi fan as I am, Messi's goal to go up 3-2 should not have been number 2 over Mbappe's goal. Mbappe's goal for sure should have been number 2. Messi was in the right place at the right time and had a really, meaningful big goal to go up 3-2. But Mbappe coming back from down 2-0 and then rocketing that one in from that far away has to be number 2. And this is a future.
A lot more pressure being down 2-1 than it is being tied 2-2.
Yeah, I agree. And also just the quality was better too. And this is coming from a massive Messi fan, so don't hate me for not liking Messi. 2018 Father's Day, Mbappe Future Frames. This is number 50 PSA 9. Like I said a few episodes ago, this is his only card with a rookie logo on it. However, May in 2018, I've never bought one because I just don't really find paying up for that rookie logo to be worth it, given it's a Father's Day card and May in 2018 when he has 2017 Topps Chrome and Select cards and 2016 foot sticker cards.
Yeah. Real quick, Garrett says, does Nate like Jackson Holiday? Number 1, really tough to not like the number 1 pick in the draft, right? And number 2, look at all the other, not like the low-ranked guys, Dusty Baker's son or Torrey Hunter's son or anybody like that, but look at the highly rated guys that were sons of former Major League players, and look what they're doing right now in the MLB. The Vlad Guerrero Jr.'s, the Bo Bichette's, guys like that, Fernando Tatis Jr., these kids grow up around the game knowing what to do, how to prepare, how to play hard. They learn from a young age how to do everything right. I have no doubts that Jackson Holiday is going to be a very good player because of that reason.
Yeah, that's the thing with you think about some F1 drivers too. Max Verstappen around it all the time. His dad was a driver. He was around all the greats that were driving at the time. Mick Schumacher, well, he did just get dropped from Haas. First of all, I think it's actually great for his career now, sitting with Hamilton and Russell and learning a lot. His dad being Michael Schumacher, he was at the races all the time. Like, you just learn these things, pick up on these things, and hopefully, Jackson Holiday does really well.
Oh, I have
2014 Exquisite on-card rookie patch. Number 99 of Rory McIlroy. This is a BGS 9.5.
I didn't know they made Exquisite for that. I always see SP game used and stuff like that, but
so I don't exactly know if this was like a full. Just let me back up a second. Hockey, when they make Exquisite cards now, they get inserted into different products. I remember Ice for a while had Exquisite cards coming out of Ice, and I don't know if it's the same way for golf. Like, I don't collect golf, so I haven't seen like a full sealed box of Exquisite golf before. But this card says Exquisite, says Rookie Auto Swatch. $2,000 on August 20th, 2022. Any big golf collectors out there, I'm sure this is a card high up on your hit list. He just won the FedEx Cup again this past year, and he was very close to winning some other majors as well. Like, he was always in the final 5, I feel like, in those things. So hopefully we can get one this upcoming season. First of all, Dwight Howard, I guess, is playing out in Taiwan now or something like that, getting into some beef with like 7'5" guy. But the reason why I included this Dwight Howard number 12 was I just love the number patch insert so much from early Exquisite basketball. They number them out this is exactly what Immaculate copied, Nate, like with the acetates when Giannis is number 34, or whoever was number 0, like Russell Westbrook. Not that he's a rookie, but his veteran ones. But this is number 12. It's got the 12 on it, and I think they look awesome. Not much more to say than that. Now you can talk about this one though, because this is our guess the price for this week going up here tonight. The post.
It is. So, they have it labeled as a 101. Maybe they know something I don't, but I couldn't find.
It's there.
Is there? Oh, okay. No wonder I couldn't find it. I was like,
it's so dark.
There must be something I don't know, but so it is a 101. It is very cool. It is one of those like just kind of interesting cards I've never ever seen, didn't know existed. And when you get a card that's very interesting, you don't know existed, that's the type of card I like to kind of have,
Yeah. No, it looks really cool. It's an Ohtani 2019 Topps updated highlights auto. 1/1 BGS 9.5. It says first Angels homer, meaningful moment, celebrating with his teammates. Pretty cool card. Next up is an Andre Pirlo, one of the best Italian players of all time. 1/1 superstar jersey auto BGS 9 from 2016 Spectra. I love this card because Puma is the sponsor for Italy's national kits, and it's got a little Puma patch right inside of it. It's from like the tag, but it looks dope. Like, it looks so cool. And Nate, I know you dig that.
I've never seen Puma on a card. I've seen Adidas, I've seen Nike, I've seen Under Armour, never Puma.
I've seen a massive Puma patch before. Was that on an F1 card? I can't remember. It was a massive Puma patch. Maybe it was on a soccer card, which would make a little bit more sense. But I mean, Man City's got Puma as their main sponsor too, for their kids. Very cool card though. I love these. Once again, not really a 90s basketball collector, but 1997 Metal Universe. This is the Championship Galaxy of Allen Iverson. PSA 10, only 5 PSA 10s out there. Just looks awesome. Like the kind of like steel outside with like blue and red and green color behind it. Looks like a painting. Just looks great.
Yeah.
Nothing much more about that, but it just looks awesome. Oh, man, our boy Giannis. We got Giannis Revolution Galactic PSA 10 here. This is the second year of Revolution that released. It's a pop 6 for these. These are extremely rare. A little bit less rare than they were in 2015, but anytime the Galactics pop up of the superstar players, they do happen to sell for a lot, especially like the 2015, 2016s. Now, more recently, there's more printed, but back then they were extremely rare, extremely hard to hit. I've never seen this card before, Nate. I don't know if you have 1998 Ultra exclamation points Peyton Manning rookie.
The only reason I saw it before was because it was scrolling across the top of the screen.
Right. So right when you and I joined into the live, it got a new bid like $775 or something like that. It looks awesome. It looks like, I don't even know what it looks like. It just looks sick.
Yeah, it kind of looks like either a ribbon that kind of looks like a ribbon, or maybe a stage with a giant drum on it, or
yeah. And I think
whatever,
I think it's an acetate also, to be completely honest. I think that anywhere where there's not the speckled gold or the white, it's clear. And I feel like if you were to like hold that up in like the sunlight, it looked pretty awesome to me. It is a rookie, and I looked up actually the sales on. Sorry, 1 second. I looked up I looked up the recent sales, and actually the last one sold at $750 in August, and this is already at $750 before buyer's premium. So I guess I have a cool looking rare Peyton Manning auto, and there you go. It does pretty decently. Not auto, sorry, rookie. I had to throw in a Messi. This is the black PSA 9 number out of 20 from the Topps Chrome PSG set.
Want to be red, am I right?
Oh, yeah, I like the red. I mean, there's a reason why we have it. So I'm just very interested to see what the black out 20 sells for after he wins the World Cup. This thing pushes over $3,000. I mean, I'm feeling pretty solid. I mean, that might be a little bit too much to ask for, but we got the red for a little over 4, I think, number out 5 PSA 9, and the red looks way better.
Has the super been pulled?
I haven't seen the super. I've not seen the super. I don't know. Maybe someone can let us know if they have seen the super fractor Messi get pulled. Next up is the McDavid. This is the retro PMG numbered out of 100 red BGS 8.5. So these are extremely sought after in the hockey card space. There is a rookie PMG of McDavid, but it has a different design. It's not like the retro design like the 1997 Michael Jordan. This is, in my opinion, one of the bigger non-rookie cards you can possibly get. It's at $1,000 already, and I was, buying and selling some of these way back, like a year ago, but still to this day, they just look fantastic. Like, it just looks like a great card.
There was a couple, again this year. The Kaprizov, or however you say his name,
Kirill Kaprizov, yeah,
yeah. There was a employee purple out of 250 PMG last week. It was so cool. I almost thought about telling you should buy it.
I saw it, and I tried to talk myself out of buying it, and I did. But I'm glad you didn't say something, because otherwise we end up in a messy situation. Hey, you should drop a bid, and then end up winning it 10 seconds later.
It's true.
Charles Leclerc right here, PSA 7, numbered out 52. This is the 2020 Topps Chrome auto from F1. F1 has decreased quite a bit since the hype period of May, so I'm pointing this card out because anyone that has been looking for Leclerc from the first Topps Chrome set auto, it is a big card. I do feel like, ending on Christmas night, if you want to drop in a bid now early, you might be able to get a solid deal on it to add to your collection. It probably is a good opportunity if you are looking to do so with the F1 season returning come March, I believe, again. And I think Ferrari, they got the new principal in, Fred Vasseur. Funny enough, I think I've told you before, but now the new principal of Ferrari, he's the guy that was sitting and eating dinner with his family while we were live streaming out of the Alfa Romeo motorhome. Yeah, this dude was sitting off 10 feet from us as we were ripping F1 packs and giving away random hats. He's probably like, what are these clowns doing in my motorhome right now after an F1 race or I don't know if it was after the qualifying, I think, but either way, just hilarious.
Wow.
Now he's the Ferrari boss, which is really cool.
That is cool. Hey, that Dak Prescott made it into my PWCC preview for Daily Slab tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, there you go. Probably for good reason. 1 of 1 PSA 9. Looks like a sick card, especially when you got part of that star on there. Man, honestly, like from beginning of the season when he got hurt, and it was like, oh my gosh, no, Dak, they're gonna lose like 4 to 5 straight games. Now it's like, oh my gosh, Cooper Rush wins 4 straight games, Dak's done. Like, I think he's recovered really well, and so have the Cowboys. You know, now they're 11-3 or 10-3, I think. And they play the Eagles this week with potentially Hurts out. So could be
Hurts is out. Gardner Minshew confirmed starter.
Oh, Hurts is for sure out. I saw the other day that they were saying maybe not.
Yeah,
But
this morning they announced that Gardner Minshew was going to be the starter.
there we go.
But
well,
dude,
we'll see what happens.
just real quick about this card. This isn't 2021, right? This isn't 1,000 plus 101s. This is quite rare.
Yeah.
2016. So I'm not expecting, not often do I expect to see a 2016 101 pop up. So I'm curious to see what it goes for.
Yeah, definitely. It's a pretty cool card, and we'll have to check in next week and see, or Sunday night if I happen to go look. Pretty cool card. This card, it's hard to deny how awesome this card is. I mean, come on, like Albert Pujols, Mike Trout, and Shohei Ohtani all in the same card, triple patch auto, number not 5. I know that Albert Pujols didn't have his miraculous run on the Angels that happened on the Cardinals, but man, it's just so cool.
That is sweet. Would love to pull it.
Yeah, I too would love
something like that. It'd be like, I know this is really expensive, but I'd also have a very, very hard time getting rid of it.
I tell you what, one of the harder cards to sell was the PSA 10 dual auto of Trout and Ohtani that I had at one point from Heritage, like 2019, I think it was. Second year Ohtani. Tyler Wagner's the one that bought it for me. I wonder if he still has it, but man, that's just such a cool card. And I had the Ohtani Black Refractor out 67 PSA 10. Wow, that's a big card.
I mean, if Ohtani is 28 years old, if he keeps up what he's been doing the last couple of years, and then just kind of slowly ages out, he's a Hall of Famer.
Hey, how crazy is it that you're the same age as Shohei Ohtani?
I know. Very weird.
I was just Googling. Leclerc, I think that's a year on me. Yeah, he does. He has 1 year on me.
Wait, Leclerc is only 25?
25, yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Let's just assume these guys are like, I don't know why. I know Verstappen is young, but I just assume all the rest of them are just like old.
No, they're young, and honestly, like 2 seasons ago, it was like for the first time ever, over half the grid was under 25 years old, and like Gasly was like 22 when he started or something like that, maybe even 21. Honestly, like a lot of these dudes, they made the grid got super young like a few years ago, and now Lando's 23 or something. Mick was 21, one of the youngest, but it's just crazy. Piastri's 20 or 21. In America, you couldn't even drink a beer yet legally, and there you're driving an
F1 car. So much more dangerous.
It's crazy, seriously. Gabriel says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Gabriel, and same with you, Global Sports Car Investor. Thank you for joining tonight on a different time stream, of course, than normal, but want to still get on and preview this auction for everyone. Next up is a Patrick Mahomes 1 of 1. This is the cyan printing plate. We talked about the printing plates earlier. The back actually looks like a real card, though, Nate. Not often does this happen. Normally, they just smack the sticker on it that just like prints off the name. So they actually turn these into more cards than plates, I guess I'd say, and just kept like the.
I mean, putting the patch in is pretty sweet.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm normally like kind of on the plates, but this is an on-card auto with a sick Lamar Hunt patch, and they also did this for the other plates too. I saw the magenta actually has sold in the past. So pretty filthy card. And actually, this did sell at the start of 2022 for $6,000. I guess we'll see what it does now, but it's got the real 1 of 1 stamp on the back. Also, it's not like I said just a sticker. So I think this will have some pretty decent action. Given I don't know if you saw Mahomes just has 4 seasons of over 35 touchdowns in 6 starting seasons. The record is Aaron Rodgers was 6 in 14 years. He's 2 away from having over 35 touchdowns in 6 seasons within like 8 years.
Wow.
Happy holidays to you too, Joel Kaplan. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Another 101 up next. Tyrese Maxey.
I love this card. I love the 101 white speculatos so much. I wish they had him in this year's Prism World Cup.
Oh, dude, so do I. Could you imagine opening a pack and get Messi or Mbappe or Gakpo, 1-of-1 white sparkle auto? Bro, those things would sell for so much. I really do wish that they had them in there. Honestly, the packs would have been much more expensive probably if they did, but still, they're awesome, and that's a very cool Tyrese Maxey. LaMelo, he's actually playing pretty decently right now, but the Hornets are on quite a bad losing skid, I think, right now. This is from Flawless Horizontal RP at 2.1K. If you are looking for a cool LaMelo card, this might be the time to jump in and get it. It says Hornets on this the ETS from Hornets in the patch. I'm not saying that you have to buy LaMelo. I'm saying if you were looking to buy LaMelo, you're trying to find a card. Seems like one that might be worth looking into, especially considering this thing did sell earlier in March and April for 21K.
21K?
It's at 2,100 right now. Yeah, 21K earlier in March. So,
well, yeah, if you bought anything LaMelo last March, February, you're toast nowadays, no matter.
And that was like right around when the product released too, which did not help at all. Speaking of silhouettes, honestly, if I could like go back in time and pick like 1 to 2 cards to just like not have sold and bring with me, it would have been this one. I had this one, number out of 99. This is a BGS 9.510 auto. Man, this card in number dot 25 with a super thick like Bucks red, silver, white, green patches, Nate, looks so cool. Even though 99 looks cool. But
how much did you buy yours for?
I think it's $15. 10 to 15 bucks. It was one of the 3 autos I bought for $30 total and sold it for 100. Dude, I probably had a combined like at peak pricing like 25 grand between a $30 purchase. Sold it for $100.
Well,
you know how it goes, though. I mean, come on. In high school, like you go from 30 to 100 and you feel like you're a king.
Yep.
Especially when you're making like $9 an hour at Target.
It's true.
Actually, I wasn't even working at Target in 2013. I was too young for that. It was like 2 years later. Maybe I was doing that 1 year later. So even if the money meant even more to me then. Steph Curry's signature moves here, and I would say that for the Warriors, Steph Curry is a signature piece of that team. Man, they are so bad without him. They just got smacked 2 nights in a row to the Knicks and the Nets by like 30 points each game. Do you see the Nets scored 91 points on them in the first half yesterday?
Ooh.
91 points in the first half.
Nets doing their best to try to mimic the Timberwolves from the other day.
Yeah, dropping a booty load of points.
Score 150 in a game.
Oh, yeah, that was a lot. True. I think up to like 140 or something.
You know what I love about that 150? I just covered this in the Daily Slab this morning. I don't know if you got to listen at all.
I didn't hear it, no.
But Rudy Gobert gets traded, right? Walker Kessler, his replacement, is per 100 possessions like significantly better than, or not significantly better, but better than Rudy this year. So it's like the Jazz traded Rudy away, have Walker Kessler, who's basically just as good as Rudy, if not a little bit better. And then the T-Wolves pick up Rudy. They lose multiple games in a row. Rudy doesn't play the last 3 games. And what do? They win all 3.
And also Towns has been out too.
Yeah.
That's not a good look. Not a good look. And definitely does not bring confidence to those 2 players either. I'll tell you that much. All right, the top 4 cards, the last 4 we are going to look at here. LeBron James Gold X Factor number off 29 BGS 9.5.
If I could roll my eyes out of my head, I would right now.
I'm not saying nothing. All I'm saying is a very unique, cool card. That's all I got to say.
That's all you got to say?
That's it.
Okay.
No, nothing else. It's not like that box back there. There's one that came out of that or anything.
No, not like that at all.
Actually, one did not come out. It was number out 39 and not the X Factor. That.
Yeah, you get my point.
I'm just messing. I just love the way the card looks, honestly. Dunking that 05 background with that basketball. Super cool. This card, by far, is my favorite card at any of this auction. It's not even close, really. When you have three color patches, 3 different times, and King Griffey Jr. on card and Mike Trout on card auto, the same as that card, 1 of 1. The card's ridiculous, bro. What are you looking at?
So close. Oh, wait, is that just the seam or is that a little silver in that white there?
They're pretty much all 3 colors. I mean,
yeah, I was hoping for a 4-color patch somewhere, but
I don't think there's a 4 anywhere. There's a 2 actually on that Griffey, but either way, man, how cool is this card?
Just imagine for 1 second opening up a box of 2021 Top Sterling and pulling a dual auto triple patch of each guy, Ken Griffey and Mike Trout.
That
Like I
box right there is
couldn't
actually 2021 Top Sterling, the one that you ripped at Kessam 2 years ago.
really,
Yeah, imagine you pulled that one.
dude. I would have died.
It's such a cool card, and it did sell earlier this year for $12K in January. And a lot of cards obviously have sold for less than they were in January, but it would not surprise me to have a bidding war go on for this card from couple massive baseball collectors.
I mean, I know they can keep making cards like this if they wanted, but it is one of the cooler baseball cards I think I've seen on PWCC at any point.
That's one of the coolest baseball cards I've seen in general at any point, dude. It's amazing. And honestly, the fact that you have like the silver in like multiple different like shades of silver in the card too, with the different patches from the Mariners and the Angels, just makes it look so cool. Like it looks like it's almost like a plaque or something. Like, that's how dope that card looks.
So cool.
They definitely hit the nail on the head with like making it look high end. I'll tell you that much. And also, Charlotte King Griffey Jr., one of the best single autographs in the game. Ridiculous auto. I can't believe how consistent it is. It's fantastic looking. One of the second to last cards here now, or the second to last card. This is a 2008 Fleer. It's like a Michael Jordan buyback auto. And what they did here was the picture loads. I think there's a lot going on with it, so it's taking a second to load. Either way, there's the buyback from when it was pulled with Fleer. It's a card from 1996. From what was that? Something EX something, and then Jordan signed it in 2008. And it's a 6K right now, so it wasn't a pack. Well, it was pack issued in the end, but wasn't like released like that in 1996. I expect it to sell for a lot, probably. I mean, anytime you can get on a card Michael Jordan auto, they sell for a lot. And speaking of on-card Michael Jordan autos, last one here, 2005 Exquisite dual auto of Dr. J and Michael Jordan. BG is 8.5. You really have to hand it to Exquisite. They knew how to, or Upper Deck, they knew how to make amazing cards back in the day with Exquisite. They've got like the floorboards in the middle of this card. It's just as great. It's absolutely spectacular. Here's a real question.
Imagine, what do you think this sells for if there's not jersey swaths there, but instead patches of number or logo or name?
I mean, I don't know how much it's going to sell for now, but I would expect well over 20 grand. It's a super cool card, and part of me was like, yo, Nate, whose jersey is whose? But honestly, the kind of wider holes on the red jersey makes me think that's like an older jersey from the Sixers, and then Jordan's is white on the right with the Bulls. Kind of like what I expect. I mean, cool card, and that's just one of obviously many cards ending here on the PWCC weekly auction on Sunday on Christmas. So for anyone that is interested in bidding in the auction, make sure to hop on if you are going to be busy on Christmas early. Like tonight, I'm probably going to go through and drop some bids on some different baseball, soccer cards, and everything. They want to win on Sunday. And you never know. Throw in some bids. You never know what might happen. You might get a card for cheaper than you're expecting, or maybe you get outbid and then you get outbid. We've got some raw cards ending on Sunday night as well. So if anyone's looking at any raw, like soccer, a couple different baseball, a couple different cool hockey, those will be live on the platform as well. Nate, anything else for everyone before the holidays come?
I hope everyone has a safe and happy Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And maybe if you have the 26th off, enjoy your 26th. It's been a pleasure getting to do these for the entire year. Is this the last one?
So this is the last of the year because the next one will be happening on January
1st?
2nd. So January 2nd, we will be back on the Sunday night schedule. I'm sure a lot of people are probably, I don't know if you're going to be listening to this and sitting here on Sunday and wondering where we are. I'm sure people are going to be like, yo, where are these guys on Sunday at 9:45 p.m. Eastern time? Because there are like hundreds of people that come every Sunday. We will be hanging out, probably watching some Christmas movies, and we'll be back on January 2nd. We will have one more live stream before the end of the year, though. December 26th, we will be doing a SlabStox live. So this is not the last time we'll talk to you before the year ends, but the last time we'll be here on the weekly auction before the year ends. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we will see you all in the next live stream on the 26th at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And Merry Christmas from SlabStox.
See you guys.